getting into the episode with a real life update.
Hey, yo, I'm just going to mention we just came back from Las Vegas. We had a great time celebrating. We did it for the podcast. It was a cool time.
It was amazing, guys. We literally went to Vegas just to celebrate the launch of the podcast.
Yep.
Have a good time. Finally have our first trip after working very hard in LA. And honestly, it was much needed. Once again, met a ton of fans there, and it's just crazy how everywhere we go, whether it's Arizona, Vegas,
so much love,
Dubai,
so much love. Yeah, that's
anywhere
insane.
we have fan love, and we do appreciate that. So Vegas was fun.
Yeah, Alex won $10,000 in Vegas.
Bro,
how?
Listen,
Alex, I didn't think he had the brain cells to comprehend what was going on at the table, but homie won 10 racks.
Faze Adapt won $10,000 gambling. I put in $100 because I'm scared. I don't gamble, and I'm scared to lose my money. So I put in $100, and then I won $300. And then at the end of the night, I just put the $300 in, and then I just lost it. And I'm like, okay, I'm never touching this again.
Me and you went, I think it was at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. We went back to the hotel. We're like, yo, let's just throw all our money. We only had a couple chips left from the last table we were on.
We didn't have we're not doing $10,000.
No, never that. But we lost our money. It's fine. We had a good time, and it was just a great time in general.
It was great. And last night, I actually had my first ever paparazzi encounter.
Yes.
And it was the coolest thing in the world. I didn't think that was ever going to happen. I always told myself when I would see that, and if they ever came up to me, I would just be like, yo, is this really happening?
I think it was so sudden though. You didn't really expect it.
Not
Homie
at
just
all.
popped out of nowhere, behind a tree or some shit.
I don't even know, but he was gassing me up. He's like, dude, why wouldn't paparazzi hit you up? You have 19 million subs. I'm like, dude, stop. But yeah, it was crazy because I was caught off guard, and he was just asking me about I think the Chinese government and how they're cracking down on gaming, or they don't like gaming. I forgot exactly what he was saying.
He kind of came with some really big facts, and keep in mind we just came back from a dinner. We just walked out of a steakhouse, so we were kind of just caught off guard. But I think he was talking about how Chinese government are cracking down on gaming because they don't want so many people tied into their their consoles all the time.
Because they said it affects their life. You know, so I don't know. I was caught off guard, and I was just like, yo, that's cool, whatever. But I told him, I'm like, you know what, gamers are lit. I'm a gamer myself. I blew up from gaming. And the one thing to keep it 100% real is if you have a passion for gaming, you just have to make sure that you have a backup option, because
100%.
Not everyone is going to blow up. Not everyone's going to get famous off of it. Obviously, if you have a passion for it, 1,000,000% go for it.
Pursue it 100%.
But definitely have school as backup or a job. I've met a lot of people that stream, but then they have their main job and streaming is their second job. But guess what? If that takes off,
then consider quitting your other job. But hey, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Just don't go all into oh, I'm gonna be a streamer, and you're not really making that much money, because that's not a smart decision.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as you're smart with it, back in school, like I said, I played all the time, but I just had a vision.
Yeah.
And
when though, I feel if you have a gut feeling damn, this might work out, and I really think this could work, then do it. But the thing is, I feel what homie was trying to tell you last night, it's everything is in balance. People are oh, my husband's always playing so much video games, or my kid's always on the system. It's that's cool. Let them do what they want to do if they're having fun with it. But obviously,
balance.
Real life is still a thing. You could go outside, get active. Just make sure you're balancing whatever you're doing. It doesn't even have to be video games.
Yeah, if you have a wife and kids and you're addicted to video games, of course, just take some time to spend time with the family.
Definitely important.
And then obviously at night when the kids are asleep, the wife is going to bed.
Hey.
That's go mode for you.
That's the boys right there.
That's where you hang with the boys. You get a few dubs on Warzone, and you call it a night.
Get a little toxic. Yo,
okay. Stop the toxic COD community, bro. I came from a toxic COD community.
Hey, back when it was toxic.
Toxic. It was crazy. I don't know if I would definitely survive an MW2 lobby nowadays.
100%.
Obviously, I came from it, but they go crazy.
No, I think it molded us. It molded us to who we are today, because we were getting shit talk when we were fucking 10, bro.
Shoot a gun, dog. Learn how to fucking shoot a gun. You fucking riot shield. What else you want to riot shield. I'm a pussy that use riot shield.
Grown ass men would be online just, you fucking mother,
it's so
saying
bad.
the worst type of shit, and we're just 10 years old type shit. We're
how are we supposed to say that back?
Yeah, for real. But it definitely got us some thick skin. But anyway, speaking of the dinner, it was a good dinner.
Yeah.